Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with another episode of Comic Book Origins. In this case, we're talking about Mary Marvel, created by writer Otto Binder and artist Mark Swayze. He drew her to look like Judy Garland. Awesome-nating. She pretty much was exactly what they were looking for. Just before the Marvel family ceased publication, Mary Marvel's costume changed, so she ended up getting her own look. Instead of the yellow boots, she got the yellow slippers. But enough of the small talk. Let's jump into the very first appearance of Mary Marvel, Captain Marvel Adventures, number 18. Now, a little heads up to those of you who are new. I do like to kind of take the piss out of the Golden Age and out of basically any of the classics. It's kind of fun, and it's all done out of love and respect. So I always start with the cover, and let's see what we can nitpick, and I can't. This is another near-perfect cover. There's nothing wrong with this. Now, the only thing I would point out is the sign that says Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel Jr. proudly present Mary Marvel, but considering they're on a stage and this is the time of vaudeville and such like that, it makes sense. This is an incredible cover. So far, Fawcett Comics 2 for 2. The book opens with a half splash page. We, of course, see the Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, Mercury, the whole 9 yards. We're even told what they are. You get the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. And Billy Batson has an introduction for us. Folks, here's a big surprise. Meet my sister Mary. You didn't know I had a sister, did you? Well, neither did I. I had always thought I was an orphan without a relative in the world, but needless to say, I'm happy and proud to find I have a sister. Here she is, and I sure hope you like her as much as I do. This is the story of how I found her. We cut to the radio station where Billy Batson works and discover through dialogue of all things that they're having some sort of contest. Ahem. I am Percy Pill, having the highest intelligence in this state. The Board of Education has sent me to take part in your contest. Welcome, I'm Billy Batson. This is Mr. Morris, owner of this station, Wiz. Hello, I'm Mary Bromfeld, sent to represent the girls. I'm so happy to meet you, Billy Batson. Oh, gosh, what a nice girl, and her parents, according to the record, are in the who's who of the social register and all that. The final guest is none other than Freddie Freeman, who, by uttering magic words, can change to the famous Captain Marvel Jr. I'm Freddie Freeman, a newsboy. I guess I represent all the poor children. Look, it's not weird unless we make it weird. And so on the next page, we see exactly why we only got a half splash page, because they're reintroducing Mary Marvel to us, who has grace given to her by the Selena, goddess of the moon, strength given to her by Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazon, skill, Eridine, spirit of skill, fleetness, Zephyrus, spirit of the west wind, beauty, Aurora, goddess of the dawn, and wisdom from Minerva, goddess of wisdom. Cut to Billy Batson running his little quiz. He's just asking random trivia questions. He gets one to Percival. He also gets one from a guy named C. Beck, who, of course, that's the initial and the name of the creator of Captain Marvel, about who is Captain Marvel. Freddie Freeman knows that Billy Batson is Captain Marvel, but he hides his secret for him, and the quiz moves on to Mary. He asks her to name some countries, giving them the older name, and he's quite taken by how intelligent she is, when suddenly, during a commercial break, he's given a message. Dear Billy Batson, I'm dying. Please come and see me. This is most urgent. Sarah Prim, 14 Elm Street. And he begins to rush off. Billy, where are you going? You can't leave now, your program. The announcer will be on for 5 minutes. I'll be in time, Mr. Morris, I promise. In a secluded corner, Billy wastes none of his precious time. With only 5 minutes to spare, I'd better use the speed of Captain Marvel. Shazam! The magic word entrusted him by the ancient sorcerer produces a blinding flash of lightning. Yeah, that's my lightning sound effect. Live with it. Billy Batson enters the home of Sarah Prim to find that she's actually an elderly lady on her bed. I called for you, Billy Batson, rather than a doctor because my hour has come and I have a story I must tell you about your parents. Well, but my parents are dead. I'm an orphan. True, your parents are dead, but your sister isn't. Sister? Sarah Prim's story rolls back the years to Billy Batson as a baby and his twin sister. In fact, a twin sister. I was your nurse when your parents died. I took you both into my home before applying to an orphanage. Billy and Mary Batson, poor babies left fatherless and motherless. But I was also the nurse for a rich lady whose baby daughter suddenly died. Dead. Oh, how could I tell its mother? A wild scheme came to me. I substituted your twin sister for the dead child. You'll have a home, Mary Batson. Even if Billy must go to an orphanage, no one will ever know. You broke the law to find my sister a home and you put me in the orphanage? I was on the street, lady. I had to eat 3-day-old tuna out of a hobo's crotch. And you're telling me you couldn't find one person that wanted a baby boy just freaking born? You couldn't take care of me? What the hell? And what the f did you do with the baby's body after you pulled off your magic trick, Houdini? Well, as awesome and realistic as that dialogue would have been, instead the old lady says, you'll know your sister by the locket. Hey, wait, didn't Mary Bromfeld wear a locket? Maybe. And he says, well, who raised me? But before she could say the name, the old lady died. Realizing that his 5 minutes are almost up and he has to return to his quiz show, and the excitement of learning that he had a twin sister made him forget to report a dead body as he travels back and finishes his show. Billy walks Mary out to her car after the show, and noticing how affluent she is, he's like, wow, I wish she was my sister, which Freddie Freeman overhears as he's walking away and says, well, sister, what do you mean? And Billy's like, hey, well, you know, I found this locket, and I got this locket. This old lady said I had a sister. And, wait a second, Mary had a locket, you know, light bulb. So they decide to turn into their prospective superheroes and fly off to find Mary, only to discover she is about to be kidnapped. And after Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel Jr. quickly dispense with the kidnappers, Captain Marvel approaches Mary and asks, do you have the other half of this locket? And Mary says, yes, I was told that this locket would change my life from Nurse Prim. And Billy says, hey, well, Captain Marvel says, Billy has the other half of the locket. You're Mary Batson. She's like, oh, Billy's my brother. Yay, where is he? And, of course, Captain Marvel says, Shazam! Oh, sorry. So she's surprised to learn that Billy Batson is Captain Marvel, and they're happy to their brother and sister meeting each other. So Billy says, well, here's another secret, and says, hey, change back into Freddie Freeman. So she does. Hello, Mary. I'm sort of a half-brother, I guess. Freddie Freeman, but listen, Billy, I'm your twin sister, so maybe if I said the magic word, I'd change into something too. Nah, old you-know-who wouldn't give his power to a girl. It's not awkward unless we make it awkward. In the happiness of a family reunion, the three do not notice that behind them, the desperados have recovered. Look, the kids are alone. The red and blue bullies left. Nab 'em! And even though their dialogue kind of says that they don't know that Billy and Freddie are Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel Jr., still, when the bad guys attack the boys, they know to gag them, leaving only Mary Marvel to say the magic word. Billy, Freddie, speak your magic words. Oh, they can't. They're gagged. Billy can't say Shazam. Mary Batson said the word Shazam for the first time, and instantly there is an answering roll of thunder, a blinding flash of lightning. Whoom. And a new figure appears in the place of Mary Batson. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first appearance of Mary Marvel. It happened. I changed. I feel strong, powerful. Holy cow, where did that fancy dame pop up from? Scram, sister, I'll slap you silly. Ow! I didn't feel that a bit. I must be like Captain Marvel. Wonder what will happen if I slap him back. Dear me, am I that strong? Ouch, the weakest sex days call it. But this'll flatten her. Oh my, what a lovely costume too, and a cape, just like Captain Marvel's. I gotta see a doctor about my eyes. I seem to see you still standing there. Enough of this shilly-shally and feet are lead. And at first, Mary is afraid of the bullets, but then she realizes, wait a second, I'm just like Captain Marvel, and begins to beat the teetotal hell out of everybody. Mary finishes up the bad guys and unties Freddie and Billy, very happy to be as powerful as she is, but Billy's a little perplexed. Wait a second, all the gods that I got the power from are men. How can you have the power? Showing that it wasn't Billy or Shazam being sexist. He had a reason. He thought that because male gods, they couldn't give power to the female, so they decided to go see the wizard Shazam to find out, hey, what's up? The wise old seer greets his three young wards. Forgive us, sir, for this intrusion, but this is my long-lost twin sister, Mary Batson, and I know, Billy. I knew it all the time. You knew, sir? I know all things, Billy, and I knew that someday you would be reunited with Mary. It was written, so I let it come to pass, without hurrying the happy moment. Nice plot hole filler there, bud. And you want to know how Mary can have the same Shazam powers as you, Billy, though she is a girl. Look at this chart. Mary derives her powers from a different group of my old friends than you, Billy, as you see, but it still adds up to my name, Shazam. Selena, Grace. Hippolyta, Strength. Eridine, Skill. Zephyrus, Fleetness. Aurora, Beauty. Minerva, Wisdom. Go now, my child. Fight evil and wrong in the world as your brother and Freddy do. My spirit is always with you. Thank you, sir. Later at the exit of the tunnel. Well, let's go. Shazam! Shazam! Captain Marvel. I think that's weird. The heavens seem to split asunder at the threefold blast of lightning and thunder that answers boom, boom, and boom, not womb. So that may have just been a typo. And the world's mightiest trio speeds through the skies. You're my sister as well as Billy's, so your name in this form is Mary Marvel. Mary Marvel? Why, I love it. Welcome to the Marvel family, Mary. Well, so long, I've got to get back to my own adventures. Where shall I go, Captain Marvel? Come with me for a while, Mary, then we'll fix you up a spot of your own. And we see Mary flying into WoW Comics. Well, folks, how do you like Mary Marvel? I'll tell you a secret. Watch for Mary Marvel in WoW Comics number 9 on sale December 9th. But Mary Marvel will also be back next month with Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel Adventures number 19. Don't miss it. It'll be on sale December 11th. Gosh, CB Beck and the Fawcett family were really shills, weren't they? I kind of admire that. There you go, gang. That was the first appearance of Mary Marvel. Captain Marvel Adventures number 18. It stands the test of time. The art is good. The story's fun. It does not have a lot of Golden Age silliness like a lot of other stories do. I'm looking at you, Flash Comics number 1. And it's just, like I said, it's a ton of fun. I was happy to read this. I really enjoyed it. What did you think, though? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if there's another hero you would like me to explore. I've got a list of them, and we're going to go all the way through them. So don't forget to give me a request in the comments. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe if you haven't done it already. More importantly, hit that notification bell, because that seems to be what YouTube cares about when they care at all. So don't forget also to go over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi. Drop $1 in the till on Patreon. You can help vote for who gets the next comic book origins treatment. So by all means, go on ahead and do that. Just $1 gets you in. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.